Right, what's new this month? The XSR binoculars from Fortis, and the XSR stands for extra sharp range. So even at long distances, you're going to get a very crisp and very clear image. Darren at Fortis, he's designed these specifically for carp anglers, and I've been talking to him during the development stages of these binoculars, and he's been absolutely buzzing to get them out on the market. So I'm sure he's in the opinion he's done a very good job, and having used them today, I can vouch for him and say that they are exactly that. They are very sharp, even at longer ranges. So great little bit of kit by the looks of it, and there's a long list of key features which Darren's put in place which make these the binoculars to have if you're an angler, and the first of these is the anti-mist. Now, when you're using these in the morning, you're going to get a change in temperature a lot of the time. Certain times of year, you're going to see your binoculars steam up, and once they've done that, they've become completely unusable. And I'm not talking about the ends of the binoculars steaming up, we're talking inside. And these are nitrogen filled, it's going to completely eradicate that. So no matter what the temperature, no matter what the time of year or the situation, you get these out of the bag. If you clean either end of binoculars, look through them, you're going to have perfectly clear vision. If you do have any dirt or anything on the lens, a bit of water, whatever, you know, it's been raining, there's a small cloth that comes inside the carry case, and you can wipe them down with that. The lenses themselves are 42mm, and in human terms that basically just means that they're going to let a lot of light in, you know, and as anglers we're going to use these first light in the morning, last light, obviously we'll use them throughout the day as well, but what a lot of binoculars won't do is give you the light that you need to be able to see at the times we do as anglers. You know, most people aren't using binoculars as it's getting light, whereas we are, so these are designed to work perfectly in the low light conditions. They come with a pair of caps which go on either end of the binoculars to stop the lenses becoming scratched or damaged, and the binoculars are 100% waterproof, and they're individually tested during the manufacturing process. So each pair is chucked into a bowl of water or whatever, and they're tested so that if any water does get through, they'll go in the bin, and obviously any that you then purchase have gone through the testing stages and they are going to be 100% waterproof. So if you drop them in the lake, no problem, as long as you can get them back out again, they're going to work just fine. The binoculars have an 8x zoom, and what that basically means is that you don't get a shaky vision when you're looking through it. So if you want to sit on a boat or you want to stand up with them, when you look through, it's not going to be all blurry and funny. You know, if they've got too big a zoom on them, to hand hold them stood up, or like I say, sat in a boat, it's going to be wobbling around and shaking everywhere, and the image you see through isn't going to be very good. And with that 8x, you've got a good scope really for, you know, most anglers are fishing lakes that are probably 100 to 300 yards wide, and these are going to give you good vision from 50 yards all the way up to the 300. So like I say, he's designed them for the angler with the lakes that most of us are fishing in mind. As far as usability goes with the binoculars, when you take them out of the case, simply twist these bits at the top here. That will enable you to look through clearly, and as you look through the binoculars, there's a wheel here, and you want to turn this, and this was what will bring it into focus. So they don't focus for you, you know, you need to turn this wheel, and eventually the image will turn perfectly crisp. So put them up to your face. If it's blurry, you just want to twist the wheel, nice and crisp, and there you go. And what that does is dictate the range. So if it's 50 yards, you're going to need to bring it closer, and if it's longer, you need to bring it further away. There's also a strap which attaches to the binoculars, and that's really handy. You know, if you want to stand at the front of your swim looking for an hour, you don't want to have to hold the binoculars in your hand the whole time. You know, you can leave them hanging around your neck. You see a fish show, you see some signs, whip them up against your face, and within a couple of seconds you've got perfectly crisp view across the lake. So that little strap means they're right by your side the whole time, and with those little signs we get in carp fishing, a lot of the time you see it, you run back to your bivvy to get your binoculars, by the time you go back it would have disappeared. So having that around your neck is a small but very important little edge. So I'm sure you'd agree with a list of features as long as that, perfectly designed for the carp angler. They're a very appealing pair of binoculars, but the one key thing that people always wonder about is the price, and a lot of binoculars are very expensive. These are under £100, only by a penny, but they are under 100 quid, and you'll do well to find a pair of binoculars that do what these do for that price.